inherit a Bahamas that is self-sufficient, resilient, and thriving.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Police officers received Salver Awards. Danielle Dean was there.
And good news for the Red Cross, its fare might surpass the projected returns, so stay close for that.
Plus, to have a beautiful heart is a beautiful thing. We'll hear from Kay's Heart Association.
And coming up in sports, the Carifta track and field team officially named.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
We missed something major yesterday, Marlena. Well, we didn't congratulate our Elevation Award winners.
Big mistake, LaDawn. We have to make up for that, so please join us in congratulating Mario Munnings, Emmanuel Fertil, and Hope Shelley-Ann for winning Elevation Awards over the weekend.
Congratulations, fellow Hill Thrillers. Continue to do well, but let's dive right into the news, shall we? Officers who recently took an exit from the line of duty receiving recognition for years of dedicated service and putting their lives on the line. Danielle Dean has the details in this report.
Just on the heels of its 185th anniversary last month, the Royal Bahamas Police Force held the Salver Awards, honoring 69 officers for dedicating decades of their lives to the profession. Especially having served in a time described by National Security Minister, the Honourable Wayne Munro, as a time that's seriously different culturally.
We are at this crossroad because we are no longer civil to one another. You have witnessed brother kill brother over a can of corned beef, of all things. You now witness persons being killed because you get in an argument in a report I saw over paying the rent twice. As a country, in many ways, we've lost our way. I am pleased to say that this is an organization that has not lost its way.
Of the deputy and assistant commissioners, chief superintendents, superintendents, and assistant superintendents, former Commissioner of Police Clayton Fernander, in his absence, was commended by Commissioner Shanton Knowles as having served the longest.
It's always a pleasure to show our gratitude to those who have served our organization and the community, and so it certainly makes me feel good to be able to bring these officers back here to police headquarters, to their home, and to show them how much we appreciate the work that they've done in our communities, the service they've given to the people of our country.
Retired Chief Superintendent of Police Walter Evans gave 39 years of his life to the force, of them 5 as press liaison officer. Evans fondly reminisced on some of the highlights of his career, one being the great show of community support to help find 2 lost boys in Adelaide back in 2009. But with all his years of experience, he wants those still in active duty to remember this.
Trust in God, be persons of integrity, individuals who are called to serve. It's not just about the money, and it's about service. If they provide service, be very professional, and whatever they say would be professional, and whatever they do, treat our citizens with care, respect, and trust.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, this year's Red Cross Fair may now be a thing of the past, but Red Cross officials remain optimistic that they may have far exceeded their financial target of $150,000 this time around. Red Cross President Edison Sumner says the numbers are still being tallied.
We had an absolute fantastic time, and waiting now for the final accounting, so putting pressure on my folks. Don't want to rush them, but I think we would have done quite well financially as well. Don't have the dollar amounts yet, but I think from all indications, we would have done a very good job on raising funds for the Red Cross this year. That money's already spent, right? That money was earmarked. We provisioned for that. We prepared our budget for the year, so we know where the money's going to go.
This past weekend, a small but mighty act of kindness unfolded in the parking lot of St. Agnes Anglican Church that left hearts full, tears flowing, and spirits lifted. Kay's Heart organization, known for its grassroots approach to compassion, made its presence felt by distributing food, clothing, and care packages to those in need.
I want to know that everyone was able to get something that helped to make their day a little bit better, a little bit brighter. I'm hopeful that the grocery bags are able to help the children with at least about 2 or 3 meals for this week.
While it may have seemed just like a few bags and boxes to some, for the families on the receiving end, it meant everything.
One of the stories would be a mom, her children's father, he's disabled. She has about 5 or 6 kids, so she is really doing everything on her own just to kind of make ends meet. And just knowing that we are able to assist her when she needs the assistance, that really helps. It really goes a long way.
Well, in a powerful move of faith and purpose, members of United Faith Ministries have taken the Word of God beyond the walls of their sanctuary and into the heart of the community. Our West Calix Forbes has this report.
In a heartfelt effort to extend their ministry beyond the confines of their church building, members of United Faith Ministries recently organized a mission to conduct church in local neighborhood parks. Tents were filled with worshipers, and the air was filled with an undeniable presence of peace and joy.
One of the reasons why we've come out of the 4 walls, to make us the gospel relational. We want to relate to what you're going through, and we want you to understand we've been there before. So this opportunity is for you to know that you are not alone. We have not forgotten where we have come from. So therefore, we're saying to those who are at home today, listen, come. You can find a friend in United Faith Ministries as you will find a friend in Jesus.
Ferguson shares that he believes it's time for negative actions, every negative spirit of violence, division, and most importantly, suicide to be addressed.
We say to this suicide spirit, we cast you out of our country. We declare to those who are broken, those who are poor, we say Jesus came that you through his grace might become rich. It is our time and it is our season for the glory of God to be revealed in and through our lives.
United Faith Ministries will continue this outdoors outreach every Sunday in April, assuring that each week will bring more opportunity to connect, to pray, and to uplift.
This entire month of April, United Faith Ministries International will be in your community. Hallelujah. So today we're here in Millers Heights. Next week, Sunday, we will be in Mermaid Park. The following week, we will be in Flamingo Gardens. And so listen out. We are going to be knocking on your doors. We are coming directly to you where you are. You don't have to go anywhere.
Biblical mindset reflects the biblical mindset from Luke 18:23. Go out to the country. Go out to the elder to come in. And to the elder to come in. So that my house for the Bahamas tonight, for the Bahamas tonight, and west.
Well, still to come, members of the Higgs Foundation are here with us tonight. Find out what they do right after the break. Stay close.
Custom Computers and Alive on the business spectrum, we work well together. We want to offer clients the best in technology.
What Custom Computers is offering for the Alive Business Partnership is HP Pro small form factor desktop. We're including with it the 27-inch conferencing monitor, so you can have that meeting at home or at work in a private area, just like you're sitting next to that person.
The way we see it, every wall is a blank canvas. With one coat of Valspar Medallion paint, a room transforms. Every color brings new life, new energy, new potential to your space. Whether it's one color or 3. It changes everything. Valspar Medallion with Colorfinity technology for one coat color that lasts.
Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Words of Christopher Cross, there goes a cruise ship filled with lucky passengers. A beautiful shot of that cruise ship and sunset there. Our drone pilot Neville Smith captured this beauty. Thanks, Nev. Well, now let's head on down to Eleuthera. Let's go.
its 50th birthday, the Water and Sewage Corporation is committed to fixing and delivering sustainable water infrastructure nationwide. Eleuthera has been plagued with water woes for quite some time, and if you didn't know, energy plays a vital role in resolving this issue. Water and Sewage Corporation Strategic Coordination Office Senior Manager Montgomery Miller gave this update at last week's Eleuthera Business Outlook.
What we've done is invested significantly in putting in standby generators at the water production facilities, and beyond that, even at pumping and distribution sites as well, so that in the unusual circumstance that power goes off, the water is intended to stay on. And I coined several years ago when we had some of the aftermath of hurricanes that even if there's no power, you should still be able to take a shower.
WSC is also making significant advancements in water storage capacity in Eleuthera by enhancing pipe water supply, modernizing pumping infrastructure, and demolishing derelict water tanks. And the corporation's also increasing its water production on the island.
With the contractor on the ground, and in very short order, at the highest level of government, you're going to see some adjustments take place in that regard. Again, delivering sustainability, we are now exploring, which is something that has happened historically, the use of our well fields. Most of the water that we provide to you is produced by reverse osmosis, of course, which is a very reliable method. The challenge, of course, it's energy dependent. And so we are going back to our well fields as they are preserved and protected to have that buffer as well to produce water, groundwater, which is very good, to augment the need for reverse osmosis water.
The Higgs Foundation is an organization designed to help take care of kids. Here tonight are its principals, siblings Anthony and Tony Higgs. Welcome to Access Now.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about the Higgs Foundation and what inspired you to start it?
Okay, so the Higgs Foundation for us was actually something started with our parents, and it started when we were in school, probably grade 6, I want to say. I was probably in with our primary school, which was Centerville Primary, and it was more so of a missionary statement from my parents. They did work in the school, and they did work at work as well, which was in a church family. And from there on, we just continued their legacy.
Amazing. So what exactly does the Higgs Foundation do?
All right, so the Higgs Foundation, we help anybody in need. I watch my daddy help the homeless, help bases, help little kids. He was around everywhere. He got gifts from the Rotary Club, stuff like that. So it's just that we want to show what the young youths about, like we ain't just about violence and guns and stuff like that, that we could give back to the youth because they are our future.
So speaking of youth, it sounds like you guys had this spirit of giving instilled in you from when you were children. What advice would you have for parents to get them and their children involved in giving back to their community?
Well, we actually had a few people reach out to us to find out how they can help us as well. And I feel like it starts off with just you and your family. Because for us, kids just used to come and stay by us and basically were adopted. I always used to joke and call my parents the Ramflium, forgive me, but basically that's what it was. Yeah.
So it seems like you guys have a really broad scope. Like you said, you just help whoever needs help. Do you have just like a home base, or do you operate from wherever you're needed?
Right now it's just home base because the Higgs Foundation is something new that we're bringing about because my daddy's getting older now, so we just want, in case he goes, he already has something there in place for him because it was just me and my sister, our small businesses. She does the takedown, I do Mr. Curry, I deliver stuff from Nassau to the family islands, so we just wanted to give something back.
Amazing. So do you guys plan on expanding soon?
Yes, Mom, we are. We are looking to do something in the summer or July with the urban renewal because we also was in that program. We came up from that program really started, and we watched everyone now. Everyone is doing well. They're in the police force, corrections, so we just want to get the team together and let's do something.
Amazing. So if someone wants to reach out and get involved with you guys and see how they can help, how can they get involved?
Well, they can actually reach us on our Facebook pages, and we're going to make a Higgs Foundation page as well where they can be able to contact us directly. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Anthony and Tony Higgs, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and all the best with your organization. Let's take a look at what's coming up in sports.
The B3A is officially ratifying the 78-member team that will represent the Bahamas and Trinidad. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. After much anticipation and build-up, the wait is no more. We now know who will carry the flag for the Bahamas and Trinidad at the 2025 Carifta Games, as the B3As officially unveiling the 78-member team last night. Our Eugene Stewart was there at the press conference and lets us know who will represent the 242.
After a successful and intense 3 days of competition, the B3A is naming their historic team last night that will represent the country at this year's Carifta Track and Field Championships at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. According to head coach Derek Wells, the team is stacked with well-rounded strengths in many areas.
This team is going to be very, very strong. For the first time, we've had so many qualifiers. We had 90% of the team qualified, which means there was only room for 10%. And naming that 10% was the hardest job ever, but I think we did a good job in picking Team Bahamas. They're going to do really well.
Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, addressing the group with a message of encouragement.
I know that you don't take this success as an easy one. Your hard work and determination has paid off thus far. You have just begun. You have not completed the task as yet. We must go down in Trinidad and show the Caribbean what we are made of and why we call ourselves 242.
Here's a look at the members of Team Bahamas. Under 17 girls, Breon Ward, Teray Forbes, Kiazra Thomas, Jade Knowles, Jasmine Thompson, Jayla Smith, Samara Crawley, Tanika Giddens, Alexandria Komalafe, Jose Johnson, Dallas Strawn, Anae Smith, Tiajane Green, Keely DeVoe, Darian Rogers, Brianna Boodle, DeVay Farrington. Under 17 boys, Jamal Deloach, Jamari Moss, Egan Neely, Jonathan Higgs, Akady Thompson, Kaiden Thurston, Jakaria Wilson, Rahman Roll, Obadiah Shirazar, Ainsworth Ferguson, Taryn Beckles, LaDavion Storr, Camelo Woodside, David Douglas, Caden Kemp, Akeel Williams, Wyatt Cartwright, Cameron Henfield, Christoph Monroe, Jairi Woodside, and Zion Bradford. In the under-20 girls, Shantalia Dorset, Jemiah Nabi, Alexis Roberts, Akari Roberts, Aaron Barr, Bailey Major, Davini Dean, Kamari Hanna, Koi Adderley, Geraldine Givety, Anaya Roll, Jade Ferguson, Anae Mackey, Terrell McCoy, Tasia Stubbs, Diore Scott, Aaliyah Evans, Kylie Wallace, Kaylee Davis, and Micaiah Hitchman. In the under-20 boys, Aiden Kelly, Ishmael Roll, Zion Miller and Zion Shepard, Ross Martin Jr., Jaquil Smickle, Taj Brown, Zion Davis, Morgan Moss, Joshua Williams, Claudius Boros, Kenny Moxie Jr., William McKinney, Carlin Archer, Ethan North, Nathaniel Smith, Najee McBride, Everett Frazier, Quentin Gordon Jr., and Emmanuel Adams. Team Bahamas is set for competition in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago from April 19th to the 21st. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
Thanks, Eugene. And from the track to the pool, well, actually to the sanctuary. Bahamas Aquatics 2 heading to Trinidad this Easter weekend, and their task to defend their Carifta swimming title and secure an unprecedented 7th straight victory. But before they leave, the team coming together to give thanks. 36-member squad worshiping together this past Sunday at the Epiphany Anglican Church on Prince Charles Drive. Team captains William Farrington and Eleuthera Berg.
I mean, always give thanks to God, you know. We're very grateful for allowing them to have us in their beautiful church, you know. God will always bring us through this.
I think it's very important. We always need to thank God, and just, I think it all reminds us, you know, that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So, like, it's just, you know, helping us keep our mindset there.
With a week to go, roughly, they describe the team's state of mind.
Obviously, you know, we're going for the 7-peat, so I think this is very important for us. We just got to stay focused and, you know, never, you know, put down our guard. You know, we got to go there and have fun, but also, you know, we're representing the Bahamas, so.
So, you know, we're going for this 7-peat. Everyone is strong, you know, we're the big dogs out there coming into this year. And we're just training hard, getting ready to get this 7-peat.
That's all the time we have for sports on this Tuesday. A check on weather when we return.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
Welcome to What's Trending. Join me, Jiminita Swain.
And me, The Bahama Beauty, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m.
Only on the ZNS Network.
It's time for your Access weather forecast, and we have an active cold front pushing through the northwest Bahamas, spreading some heavy showers and thunderstorms. Grand Bahama, they received some heavy showers and thunderstorms earlier today. You can see just to the south of Grand Bahama that pocket of heavy thunderstorm making its way towards the Abacos, and that should reach there within the next couple of hours. So brace yourself there in central and south Abaco for some heavy showers and thunderstorms later on tonight. And here in the capital, we'll get some of that rain as we get into the early morning hours as that system continues to push towards the south and east. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Live Business, where we bulk up your business. In the northwestern islands tonight, southwest to west winds 10 to 15 knots. The wave height is 2 to 4 feet, but they will be gusty in those showers and thunderstorms. The low tide taking place at 12 in the morning. And for the central and southeastern islands, we're looking at southeast to south winds at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave height is 2 to 4 feet. Now tomorrow, the winds become westerly, increasing in speeds, 12 to 18 knots, wave heights building 3 to 6 feet. So we'll post caution flags for boaters in the northwest Bahamas tomorrow morning. High tide, 6:22 in the morning. The low tide at 12:41 in the afternoon. For the central and southeastern islands, no change there. The winds continue southeast to south at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave height is 2 to 4 feet. Now on Thursday, frontal system goes through. Those winds continue to rotate clockwise, becoming north to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. So there will be a reduction in the winds on Thursday. Wave height subsiding 2 to 4 feet. High tide, 7:03 in the morning, with the low tide at 1:19 in the afternoon. And for the central and southeastern islands on Thursday, light and variable winds with very flat seas, or beautiful boating conditions are shaping up. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Hey! Reckon scrap! Come on! Bring it! Oh, jump! Woman pull up to Miami airport door with the biggest box I ever saw. She said, take this down to Bahamas there. You get a big tip once you get it there. Nah, you know
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. LaDawn and Malia, well, the rains are on the way, and the cool down will certainly take place once we get those showers out of the way.
Thanks so much, Basil. The rain is definitely on the way, Malena.
But it's the cold.
I'm waiting for the cold as well. Basil, we're still waiting on that cold front.
But when we do get the cold, it seems there's always a way to make your own sunshine.
Yes.
Let's peep in on Let's Talk Socials with Matea Cunningham.
Hi, everyone, or should I say ni hao. I'm Matea, and today we're discussing a Bahamian living in Beijing. who's making waves on the socials as we speak. Going by the handle Bahamian Bash, she documents her unique experiences and showcases lifestyle and language content as a Bahamian living in Beijing. She's spreading the message that Bahamians deserve to see the rest of the world, Bahamian students in particular. Take a look at this video she recently shared.
I'm from the Bahamas. I live in China now. Why? Yeah, so why am I here? Of course, I want to share content and show people what it's like to live in China, but I especially want to reach the Bahamian parents of high school students. I've studied in the United States, in Jamaica, and now Beijing. I have a bachelor's in integrated business, and I'm currently studying Mandarin. By the time I'm done with this series this semester, I'm hoping, one, that more people are open to this traveling abroad, but especially, I hope that Bahamian parents realize that their kids deserve to be able to go off to school, and you're not limited to just those 2 countries that are close by. Please give Bahamian students the chance to live abroad, even if it's just for a semester. I was blessed with the privilege to be able to study in 3 countries abroad, and I just want more kids in the Bahamas to experience what that's like.
Bahamian Bash is attempting to show Bahamian parents that the world is indeed much bigger than those regions. She seems to be enjoying all she's learning about the new culture, as it's truly so different than the Bahamian life she grew up knowing. Would you send your child to Beijing to study? While you ponder on that, I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
And that's a wrap for us tonight. Make sure to join us tomorrow night at 7:30 sharp.
Well, stay tuned for the rundown with Clint Watson.
Good night, everybody.